Hello friends, I have a fun exercise for you today and let's get started. So remember the movie Breakfast at Tiffany's where there was a scene at that beatnik party and Audrey Hepburn was dancing around and snapping her fingers, being all cool. Well, we're going to try to be cool today. And we're going to do it by way of the minor 7 flat 5 scale, also known as the Aeolian flat 5, the half diminished chord. It's played over a half diminished chord. And in no time, you can be strutting on the keys and making these cool sounds. Let's get started. First thing I want to do is to give you just a little the sheet here that you can take a screenshot of. So go ahead and do that. Okay. Now then, the half diminished mode is built on the 6th step of a jazz melodic minor scale. In the minor 7 flat 5 chord, it's like playing a minor 7 chord with a flat 5, duh. So we've got A, C, E, and G, and then we're going to just flat that 5th, like that. Now, there are two ways to look at this. The actual scale that is played over that chord is called an Aeolian flat 5. Aeolian just means natural minor. So if you play a natural minor scale and flat the 5th, you will have the right mode to play over this chord. Okay, so if I start with A, and I think of an A, what is an A minor mode? A, C, A, B, C, D, E, F, G, A, right? So now all you have to do is play, when you get to that 5th step, instead of playing E natural, we're going to play E flat. And it fits really nicely over that chord. Why don't you go ahead and run that? Let's do it together. Ready? We'll do quarter notes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Very good. Now, there's an easier way to think of this, because if you are just going along playing, it's going to be hard to think of that scale. But if you, this is based on the 6th step of the jazz melodic minor scale. That's where we get that mode from. So we're going to think of another minor scale and get our notes from that. If you go up a 3rd, like that. Now if you think of playing C jazz melodic minor, it will go like this. C, D, E flat, F, G, A, B, C. And this mode just starts on the A. But face it, when we're improvising, we're not always starting on that note. That's just how the notes are organized. But if you think of improvising off of the C melodic minor scale while you're playing that chord, I think you'll find notes and chords more quickly. So I'm going to show you what I mean. First thing I want to do is, and I also want to say that there are different, then you can start putting chords together in your right hand in between the notes that you're playing to add some color. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to give you a simple bass line to play with your left hand. We're just going to be an ostinato pattern. An ostinato is just a pattern that's repeated over and over. So we're going to play a bass ostinato, walking bass line, in jazz it's called. And in the right hand, we're going to pick notes out of that C melodic minor scale, jazz melodic minor scale. And we're also going to be putting some chords together. So one of the chords would be, if you think of A half diminished, or A minor 7 flat 5, Okay, well, if you were to invert that, put the A on the top, you have a C minor 6 chord. And that's a lot easier to think about when you're moving along. So if you just think C minor 6, and then another thing you can do, excuse me, if you move the C up a whole step, you get a nice color there. You can actually use the D, E flat, G, A. Instead of doing C minor 6, just bring that C up a whole step. You can even invert it like that. And that actually, if that's the same chord that you would play over like in 13, you just got the A on the bottom. It's also kind of what we call a Phrygian chord, I believe. Okay? So, I've written out several voicings for you to use. Another chord that you could actually play over it is C, E flat, G, B. Because all these notes are in that scale. So you can do any of those and it will sound good. You just have to experiment. Okay, so I wrote a few voicings out for you. So if you want to pause the video and go and print out this page so you've got it there as a reference, then we can do a little jam together. So go ahead and pause the video. Okay, so now you're back, you made your copy. And here's what we're going to do. We're going to just do this little walking bass line. So you probably want to start with your 4th finger, so you can cross over. We're just going to repeat that pattern over and over. And we're maybe add a ghost note or two. A ghost note is when you just play a note that you don't quite play it, it's just for a rhythmic effect. Let's get that going. With your left hand, A, B, C, D, E flat, F, E flat, G. Keep it going. Now I'm going to run that scale over it. I'm just going to start on C. Here I go. Now I've got the notes. Now I'm just going to play around with it. Now I'm going to fit a chord in. Kind of moving around those chords. If you get off, just get back on. Little lick in there. So, wasn't that fun? Now, you can take it in other keys, and I think I may have a little bit of time left to maybe do one more key. Let's do one more key before I run out of my 15 minutes for YouTube. All right, so how about C? E flat minor. going to stop there and have fun with this exercise, and I will see you tomorrow.